Right, hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. So firstly, I just want to say I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and I hope you're all staying at home during these strange times. Right, so seeing as we have to stay at home under quarantine and lockdown, what I'm going to be doing today is something that I've been wanting to do for ages on the car but just not had the time to get around to doing. So I've got here the rear wiper. Now I said in one of my other videos that I'm not going to de-wiper the car, I'm actually going to re-wiper the car. So the wiper blade on there at the moment is just a horrible old Fiesta one that sort of came with the car, and what I've done is I actually went out and bought this one. Now I can't remember what car it's for. I think it was for a Kia, so it's just basically that, so it's just smooth if it focuses. It's just like the smooth one, instead of it looking like that on the car, it'll be like that and that together, however it goes. So yeah, that's something that I want to get done for the car, even though we're coming into the summertime period and I probably won't need the wiper as much. It obviously is something that I'd like to get done. Also on the car, I want to try and attempt to do some of the stone chips that are on there. So I've bought a little touch-up stick, but I'm not going to use the brush. I'm just going to use the cocktail sticks that I bought, and hopefully I can just sort of dab on the paint a little bit and fix up any of the small chips that are on the bonnet and down the side of the car. But the main aim of the video today is to attempt to get the side skirts fitting and seated nicely on the car. So as you've seen from previous videos, the side skirts are they've popped away from the car a little bit and they just look rubbish really. So basically what I want to do is attempt, and I say attempt because I've not done it before, and I can't seem to find any sort of decent online videos, but I'm going to attempt to take the side skirts off. So yeah, I'm going to try and fit those to the car today and just sort of get them seated nicely. I'm not confident. I think the previous owner has sort of glued them or done something, so I'm not confident they're going to come off nicely, so I need to be quite careful, but hopefully, you never know, might get it done and it might look good. Right, so this is the wiper on the car at the moment. So as you can see there, it's quite rusty and it's just sort of all falling to bits really. Doesn't look too healthy, if I'm honest. So what I'm going to do, I think you just take this cap off like so, and then hopefully this isn't rusted on, so I'm going to go and get a spanner now and get that taken off, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I can fit the new one. Right, so to take this off is a 13mm. Basically give it a wiggle. Right. Got a horrible feeling this isn't going to work. I think I bought the wrong one. We'll give it a go. Doesn't look like it fits onto the spindles. Tighten it up anyway, see what happens. Okay, well it works, but it's definitely not working how it should be. I'm not going to be using the wiper anytime soon, so it looks, it's obviously a bit smoother. In my opinion, it looks a lot nicer, but I've definitely bought the wrong one. That doesn't work properly because on the sort of the bolt that comes out is a spindle, and this bit here doesn't have a spindle attached to it. But when you look on the Ford one, you can kind of see in there that there's spindles that sits on that arm, and obviously that's what makes the motion. But this one doesn't have any spindles, so I'm going to keep it on there for now. I'm probably not going to use it. It does work, apart from it doesn't clean sort of up here as well, but it looks a lot nicer on the car. So yeah, I think that's I'll give that a 50% win on that one, just for looks. So I'm going to try and sort out all these little paints, all these little paint scuffs here. So all I'll be doing is clean them down with IPA and sort of wiping the area to get it clean. And we can see there it's not in best condition. This car really does need a detail, which is another thing that I'm going to be looking at doing to the car. But what I'm going to be doing is filling up all these paint chips. There's some bubbling on the arches here and it's quite rough all around here, but there's quite a few little sort of bits down here as well, so you can see there, sort of just a few that really catch the eye, and especially down here where the body kit meets the actual body of the car. This side skirt's actually not too bad, but obviously I want to try and paint here and all the little scuffs and sort of get that looking. Let me zoom in. So I mean, it's just a bit of an eyesore here, so if I can sort of touch all that up, what I'll do is I'll video this bit, I'll clean it all up and video me painting here and see what you think. Right, so it's by no means a tutorial, but basically what I've got is I've got the touch-up paint, which is diamond white. I've got my cocktail stick as well here, and then basically what we do is dab the cocktail stick into the paint and then basically paint these areas here, just sort of gently touching them up, not using that brush that they supply with the paint, which is horrific. You see that it just drips everywhere, so that's no good. So the plan, use the cocktail stick, get a little bit of the paint off onto it, like so. Can't really see that well, but it's on a cocktail stick, and then just gently sort of paint the area. And it just sort of falls in to the gap quite nicely. Obviously it's not going to be a professional job, but you can just sort of use that paint just to fill in the gaps. You get the idea, sort of let the paint drip from this. Need to have a surgical hand for this. And there, you can kind of see, I mean you can, don't get me wrong, look, but you can still see the outline of it, you know, sort of around here and here, but from far away, once that's dried, from far away, that's going to fill in nicely, and like down here as well. Let's fill this one in. So yeah, like I say, it's not, you know, it's not the most professional of paint jobs, but it's not ever going to be with these touch-up sticks. But for cheap, I mean, I can't remember how much this was, 12 quid off eBay. It just means that you get to sort out any of the horribleness of your car. You know, just dab these bits on, and all the scuffy bits that sort of make the car look crap. You can kind of fill in. I mean, to be honest, I'm doing this. This whole section here needs, the whole car needs painting. Please don't get me wrong. But you know, if you can just fill in these little tiny imperfections, what I might do is attempt to sand this back as well, and then sort of give it a little polish up. But you should be able to just sort of fill in all the little imperfections here. I need to get some down the back there as well, actually. You know, like I say, let me zoom in. You can see there, obviously where I have painted it. But when you stand back, you're never going to notice that. But from what that looked like before, that looks, you know, a million times better. Look, if I bring the camera back here, that's completely gone now. I'll go around now to the other side and see if I can fix this, the other side, because this one is good. As you can see, it's sort of half decent fit. Fits nicely down the end there. But on the other side, as I've shown before, is, you know, it's all coming away, and I think this is stuck down. I can feel resistance there. And obviously here, look, massive gap there. Not what we want, so I'm going to work out how to take this off, and hopefully I can let you know how to fix it. Right, so I've had a quick look under the car. There is actually some clips underneath here, which this car's missing. I think this one's been glued in place. So I think there's only one thing for it, and that is literally just to rip this off, unfortunately, because of the glue. So yeah, I can hear that. That's got a load of glue down there holding this on. This could end in tears. I've got the next best thing, a screwdriver, just to try and break it away. Oh my luck, this is tiger sealed on. So they're the clips that you need. I'll show you better in a minute. Right, okay, well I had to put the camera away because it's really getting on my nerves. So what I've managed to do now is actually break away what was there. So as you can see, glue on these clips here, which I don't even think are the right clips. This has been glued here with like tiger seal or something, so I need to get rid of all of this. And it's actually, you're meant to have bolts that go sort of underneath here, and that's just been glued on as well, so I've got to really be careful when I pull this away in case this snaps. But I think we are getting it. This is pretty much ready to come away. I'm going to have to sort of address all of this. I think whilst it's off the car, I'm actually going to paint all that, because that looks horrific. Yeah. Right, sometimes you need a bit of brute force and ignorance, to work on cars, but I've managed to get it off. So you can see now, look, glue there, glue on these bits. There's a mounting point in there, that's all loose. These are like all loose here and broken. That one's broken. I think that basically they couldn't be bothered to change these clips to put into here, so I just glued it. This one's snapped off, which is lovely, but I might be able to plastic weld that one back on. A few more snapped here, but I mean look, even these, look, screwed in. When in doubt, screw it in. So I'm going to clean all this up now. So it's me in, try and clean all this up and hopefully get this back on looking half decent again. So looking at this, basically what I've done is all of this was glued in, and all these clips here have just been like glued, so they were all glued into here. I really don't know why. I've actually bought some new ones here. I don't know. Yeah, so they'll fit. I know I can feel that's going to clip in. So all I need to do really is replace these ones here like so. I don't know how well these ones are going to hold in because of the glue, but it should be fine, he says. Right, so I've managed to get all the new clips in. You can see there and there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and plastic weld this one back on. Now we've got a clip here and two clips here. Now I tested these actually fit into these holes on the body. The only one I can't do is this one here and this one here, because the as you can see when it fits on, it kind of goes like that, and on these bits that's missing, and that's where the white clip goes. So I'm going to try and attempt to plastic weld this back on, get these screws out, and at least get this clamped back onto the car. Right, and so with all the new clips, now to be honest, it could do with being pushed in there a bit more. It's a bit sort of loose here, but that looks a lot better. All down here looks okay, and also the worst bit, which was the back down here, is really sort of, don't get me wrong, I mean it is a bit loose. To be honest, I think the whole thing needs completely refixing, but for a quick fix that looks a million times better, and at least I know that all the glue that was stuck behind here was gone. I'll show you the other side as well. For the other side, I mean there's only a small sort of gap there, and to be honest at the front here, I mean that's quite loose as well. I think they're just loose in general, but I'm pretty pleased with that. Obviously this side didn't need doing, and you can see there that that's where I painted earlier. You can see there that just looks loads better. Obviously up close and personal you can really see it, it's not great, but kind of really does make the car look a lot better, not having all them horrible marks. Right, so I'd like to think that was fairly successful today on the car. The skirt coming off wasn't as bad as I thought. The clips that I used for your reference is, ooh, I've lost the paper. So that's the actual clips that I got in the set, so if you read that there, that'll tell you the clip that you need to do it. There probably are better ones out there, i.e. probably the ones from Ford are probably a lot better, but I think they're quite pricey. This whole set of 435 pieces was only, I think it's about 8 quid or 9 quid off eBay, but there's so many different varieties out there. But the one you want is the trim panel retainer D12. Again, I don't know if that pops up on eBay or not, but they're the ones that I use, and that seemed to work quite well. Right, so the plans next for the car, because obviously we're in quarantine and lockdown, what I'm going to do is going to detail the interior, I'm going to detail the outside as well, and actually going to do the machine polish on it, because I've got the time at home to do it all, so I may as well get that all done to the car. Yeah, so just one more thing, I have noticed that 80% of my viewers currently are not subscribed to my channel, so if you can do me a favour, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, good or bad, I really don't mind. That really helps me know that you're watching the videos, lets me know that you like the content, and also the YouTube algorithm also hopefully will pick up that people watching the video, they're starting to subscribe, and that will promote the channel for me. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.